True. Lies. Little John is Raven main. Just wants show me in a bad light. When he stomps me into the ground now, it's like, oh, yeah, I haven't played in a few months. No, I don't know. Sometimes you have a little weird balancing on the pawns. Oh, greetings! Hello, hello, man. Welcome. Greetings to the stream, man. Are you the guy that stomped me? Thinking about it. Heavy to carry? Not sure. Played a few duels though the last days. Okay. I definitely had in mind that I one time completely lost. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Must have been lag or something. Let's go! Raven! I have 2 curses already, like 1, 2, 3, I think. It's night. It's my own word, night. It's a mix between nice and neat. I'm trying to developing that on the stream. Don't know if you realized that. If not, I just made you aware of it. Yeah, I definitely read it a few times also before. Harry the Carry. Harry the Carry. It's funny though. It's funny. Okay, we're just a little bit in bore mode and we're like really happy. But even as a raven I can be pretty happy about the forest and sheep, of course. Like the sheep on top of there. It's great. Well, gold is for me just as beneficial. So ruin or shipwreck maybe? A shipwreck would be even more beneficial than a sheep for me. Excuse me. But hey, can't have everything. Maybe it's here. Maybe it's here. Yeah. Isn't greedy, huh? Isn't greedy at all. If they are just wolf on it, it's actually pretty reasonable to then search for the shipwreck. Well, that's a raven, it's just super helpful. Just in case you don't know, as raven, you can not only develop tiles, my god. Go for tiles with gold, with food, but you can also go for it with gold. Hallelujah. I got the sentence out. What then makes not only sheep in the early game pretty helpful, but also ruins, because they will all help you to go for more territories. What in the end is pretty good for the raven. With the boss coming in. Okay. So they are in some kind of connection. Yeah, just because usually you would have that in team chat, but they're of course in my team. I got 3. Ah, okay. He only has 1 coast, so I cannot hit him with my raids, basically. You wish. Maybe. I don't know. And it's in general, it's not super bad idea to go for sailors as boar. Also got handiwork. Not bad. Like really rush, like run in, get nothing up, no upgrades. So one guy gets a scout camp upgrade and the rest is just straight up producing golden camps and throwing everything in. What sounds not very smart, but attack can oftentimes be a really good defense. And if your opponent is not ready at all, you might hit really hard. If your opponent, however, is ready, you will get stomped. Basically, if your attack is not working out, you're already done. Problem is we have so many Draugr on this tile, I can't really clear with my mate. Two on there, okay. We're pretty fine though. This is fine. Oh. It's actually fine. Be able to clear one, go out, get a new one, get rid of a sheep, buy the tile, get a scout, and go for the shipwreck. And with the shipwreck gold I can then maybe go for the ruin gold. I can then go, you see, it can be pretty helpful to have gold there. Gonna get hit there though. Like, other clans couldn't really think about going like that and taking that much of an advantage of the ruins and shipwrecks in the early game. It's still nice to have some gold early, have some lore early, and have some wood early is always really nice. Like, I value that really high. But I guess a few of you will be aware that I have a wood addiction going on. I've tried to solve that problem, but it's yet not solved. Wood addiction is fully going on. If I could have 5 wood camps, I would build them. No, but I definitely build a lot more buildings early than other players would. And it's not a must. So you see builder rounds that sometimes use they're a little less building heavy, that sometimes don't need a second woodcutter slot in the early game. They oftentimes end up in a very similar end. I've found pretty fun to see. Like, you have so different strategy take-ons. The one is more like waiting out, going for the right tile in the right moment. The other one is basically to just boom out all the buildings that you need to then basically also use them then. And you pretty much end up at pretty similar end. Like, it really depends on which build, right? They're like very, very special builds, and they're like the Snake Clan Dragon Frenzy build that you just can't compare to any other build. It's just almost impossible. I don't go for my lore. Do I even have lore? This is my lore, huh? Don't have any lore. This would be a heartbreaker if I wouldn't be Raven. Like that, I can somehow go around that. I now go for the ruin. It will give me negotiators a little bit later than I would like it. Because negotiators is just straight up 2 more gold all the time. Why not, huh? It's something you would really like to have as early as you can. Not gonna be that early now for me. Uh-oh. Would also like to have that cleared. If I would be him. I use a single dock as bore for early gold. Yeah, that's true, that's true. I'll use early dock on pretty much every clan, to be honest. Just because in the early game, a merchant will give you +2 gold, and a sailor will give you +2 gold and +1 lore. The sailors can, however, just be upgraded like one time in the dock, and you can upgrade the tools of them, and then also like go for shipbuilding, for example. With coinage, with merchants, you can go for coinage, you can upgrade a marketplace, you can upgrade a trading post in the same tile to upgrade all the merchants, so in the end, your gold... yeah. Second. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. So in the end, you have a higher potential on going for merchants, like a higher gold production potential, but in the start of the game you will just straight up get more resources for a running sailor than you would get for a running merchant. So it just makes a lot of sense. I went for the wrong tile, didn't I? No. No, it's all good. There we go, it's all running out pretty good right now, to be honest. A lot of food. Oh, I get housed. That's not perfect. Will I stab one of those? No. Ah! Okay. There we go. But yeah, that's why a lot of clans will just go for sailors in the start of the game, also because you just need it. I could go full raid build, basically. I just try to get as many raids around the map as I can. There we go. Finally not getting housed anymore. And for that build you definitely need a lot of stone. Like this, I will... Anyways, like, if I go for my blessings, as Raven you get happiness everywhere, man. You get exotic goods, you get journeyman. You get so much happiness for that what you want to do anyways, like scouting the map. Like, it's nothing. And build a lot of docks. Ooh, what? You're completely destroying my game plan here with those lures. So you basically get huge amounts of happiness for things that you want to do anyways. So, yeah, basically, you can be an army shredder if you want to do so. It's free real estate. It's free real estate. It's free real estate. It's free, guys. It's free. It's not only Ox anymore. Not only Ox is free real estate. Man. I still don't know. I love the clan so much. Yeah, just let me end my thought of train before I confuse everyone. So you don't need Baldur's Blessing. That really doesn't help you. Freya's Blessing would be something that you could think about. Like, because you get all the happiness, you don't need Baldur's Blessing. What you will oftentimes go for with other clans. And rather than take the Earth's Blessing. This is 15 stone, 10 iron. Pretty good for your army upgrades, comes at a pretty decent time for that. Plus the 30 stone that you have always, like, guaranteed basically. More or less guaranteed. I think I had never really a game where I never found my first stone at least. Second stone is missing all the time, but the first one is usually always there. So 45 stone for a raven in total with Yod's blessing in a pretty good amount of time. Like, you're not gonna go for Freya and then for Yod's, so that would be very long. But for Yod's blessing, it's okay. It's okay. I can do that. I can ask if I have a ship. I'm double on lore. Could also use a second farm, but just right now I'm not too keen on getting it. Maybe I'm not actually upgrading a farm and just upgrade the tools of the merchants because I have 2 irons and I don't have that much stone. I might just go with... Nah, I don't think I can survive with that. Nah, I definitely need to upgrade a farm. That is 10, 540. I can upgrade 3 docks then. That is not bad. The 4th dock. Will that be unupgraded? That's still 7 happiness just out of my docks. And if I go for carpentry mastery... Nah, I don't want to. That would mean I need longer for rangers. And I really need to scout for my team, since we also have a wolf in here. And the wolf would most likely already want to jump in. Right now. Right now, basically. I can't deliver on that. I can't deliver. But he would love if I could. I can guarantee you that much. Easy. 1. No. 2. And 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. And carpentry kappa. You could actually think about it. It's not a meme. If you go negotiate the shipbuilding, then into carpentry mastery, because you're not gonna have that much of a happiness hole that you're gonna fall into. You're gonna be fine around this point. Then can be really good. If you play the explosive raven that wants to raid a lot. We rather play a more forward raven that is really more about land army and not really about hitting that 500 fame. It is not the most important thing. Where are the portal spawns? If you press T, you change the map from normal, basically normal, that shows you the resources and the portal spawns and basically whatever you would really know. And when you press T then, I think that's the default option, I might have changed it. But yeah, if you toggle the map from military to resource mode, basically. Now you can see all the dots, that is always army. Pretty helpful to have these, this on, basically. Especially in the later stages of the game. I guess you can imagine already. Just kind of end my thought anyway. If you're in a team game, it can be very helpful if you can see here on the map if a huge amount of dots is running towards you. Can be pretty helpful. Also in free falls, on duels and everywhere basically. Can always be very helpful. I don't go for iron right now. This ain't it. Did I block my... There! It's hiding, man! Dude! What kind of iron position is this? This is just... Ah! This game, man. It hates me. Straight up hates me. It's not even hiding it anymore. The only thing it's hiding from me is my iron. It's just because I play zoomed out. If I play like that, it wouldn't even be a problem. Yeah, it's just annoying later on in the game if you micro. And I like the look of the game like this a little bit more. Like having those... It just changes the look, of course, a bit. Like having those around. And the information on it is kinda redundant, I would say. Because it's usually always infos that you get like this already. Like if I click on this tile, all this information that is shown right there is basically shown right here. See? So it's not that important. Let's do it with those. And then, on top of that, if I now take the villager, take the woodcutter right here. It's a bad example because there's a tree right here, and trees are also pretty weird when it comes to it. But this is always, like if I want to micro something around the tree, I don't want to also click on those. Right? Can't click the farmer somewhere. Oh no, of course, because I don't hit it. But it's annoying. I don't like it when that happens. That's why I don't really do it. But if I need some extra information that only it's only provided there, I will go for it. Like for example, if I build a building and I will skip it at 98%, so I have it already up already basically, but I don't pay taxes for it yet, and I don't really use it maybe, but I don't really need it at that point. There are situations where that can be pretty helpful, even though it sounds pretty much out of the box, but it happens and it can be very helpful, I can tell you. Go for the farm. The wrong farm? Is there even a wrong farm? Think about it. Not really. Huh? Hide and seek champion, indeed. Equipment. And the odds. Can only upgrade 2 harbors. Ha! I forgot that I paid 10 for the town hall. Ooh! I played this game for how long? What? Can't really build the house and then start starving. So I need to keep scouting for my mateys. Help me! No! Uh-oh. Oh, you stay there. Fatal! Yay! It's not even a rush. Basically just an early attack. Because they're not putting anything into it. Like it's just a wolf. Problem is I need my wolf here now basically for most of the time. What is annoying, I can imagine, especially being the wolf. Because he would like to be on other sides of the map actually making progress. I can however also get the pressure up right here. Scouting you. I want to upgrade my warriors. Honestly, take him. Honestly, take him or her. I think he skipped altar because of wolf flesh. Yeah, indeed, indeed. Damn it! Now I gotta stop this. Nah, gonna be fine. Need to react quickly now. Well, already reacting for a while here. Oh. Good thing is I'm Raven, and like I said, I just take my tiles with gold. Thing is, the wolf put a lot of his resources into colonizing towards me. If that's the best thing for him. Journeyman now. But the other wolf also needs to run around the map and get stuff, so he cannot pressure me all the time. Well, they're coming fully. We gonna be fine. Just keep those words in mind. Can't really build more camps. Don't have upgrades. Right here. The ghosts come, I will have a little bit of a problem. This is fine. You got it, Dorian. You got it. Just passing. You're running? Also not. Maybe they just wanted to pressure a bit. But I'm not sure why we're running back here, to be honest. But I guess we're fighting the ghosts. We could have done that with a few villagers and keep the pressure on the front on. Doing my upgrade. Didn't even have the weaponsmith. What? I thought he did it. Damn it. Blind. If my upgrade went through, I would be in them already, basically. Straight in. Like this, I'm not sure. I should pressure him. Should be too slow. Oh, just in time. Oh. Yeah. Yikers. That was rude indeed. The thunder as always. It's so strong. I really like to have that a little weaker. Lose the fight. Oh, they split. Are you 500 yet? Oh yeah. Click it! Yes! Ox, man. Live! Do it! I got up warriors. Go away! Oh. No problemo. Oh. Thanks a lot, Subibu, for the raid right here. And Captain Quark with the sub. Bro, sorry. Oversaw that a little bit. Much appreciated for the Twitch Prime subscription, man. Thanks a lot for the support. That's very much appreciated. And hope that you have a great time on the stream, but hope you're not taking... It's too bad for me that I overread that for a second. Looking for advice when fighting Ox, is better to focus the chief, their warriors, or let the enemy's armies with minimal retargeting. The best idea, like, you're gonna get instant, not a war cry. Like if we one we're dead. They're also right, we can't really win this. There we go. You're gonna get like taunted. And in this moment, you're basically, after you got control over your units again, I would then focus the units of him, basically. That's the best thing you can do. If you focus the war chief, you need to have that much DPS that you can really nuke it, basically, you know? Like it needs to... And down. Down. Needs to be so much damage. If your units start dying, the war chief will start healing off your dying units. And that's hard to stop. Yeah, hello everyone from Subibu stream. Sorry, I missed the subscription right there, and you also asked the question. I had a little bit of a wolf rush here going on. But hey man, hope you had a great stream. Don't know what you think, you played a little LOL or what? Hope you had a nice stream, man. And welcome everyone from his stream, man. Hello, hello. I hope you had a great day, and hope you like Northgard, because that's what we're playing right here. I played Darkest Dungeon. Oh, okay, okay, that's a neat game. That's a neat game. It's the one where you killed Alan on purpose? Stop Doc? Nah. I want more gold. It's the only thing that really saves me here. I'll stop Doc at the really last second. One more wood camp up there. Just almost. Okay, okay. Oh. Damn it. It's okay though. Now stop ships really makes sense to me. Like it. It could have all been so easy. If my brain wouldn't be a peanut. Stop, dog. No, why? No, I want gold, man. Oh, Kraken. Yikes. Nah, never trust teammates. They don't want you good. They don't want you to succeed. No, it's gonna be rough. For one more woodcutter. And then I basically just jiggle. Oh! Pulse, I'm gone, okay. P button doesn't work anymore. You drop. It's nice, it's nice. Tough game, indeed, indeed. The early attack from random were a really good idea. Especially a very fortunate position to have the Raven just in front of you. So you can really annoy the player who doesn't want to get annoyed. Like I would love to have a little bit of chilled game so I can go for scouting. Ah, perfect. You oftentimes will have the chance to do that. But then afterwards, also a little bit more room, breathing room for, let's get rid of that. For getting good gold amount, like a good gold stock up and getting all the upgrades basically. I yet don't have my upgrade. Huh? So. An idea. Go for the snipe. Guys. Guys, we snipe. How far will he go? How far will he go is the question. Too far! Snipe time! Yeah, now they need break. Oh no, C-Max dropped again. No, now he might actually see it on the minimap. Plan is, if he's not listening, I am lagging once again. I am once again asking for technical help. Hope you can make it back in though. Maybe Orange can Milner one of the altas. That could actually be possible. Orange is our Milner player, yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Why not, huh? It's pretty aggressive then though. But let's see. Ready? The snipe! It's beautiful! Can he be here in time? Oh hell yeah, he can be here in time. We run home. Snipe didn't work. We go home now. Lame snipe indeed. You've seen it. It's a boo-boo. What it did is it forced him back home. Like I would have needed to defend right here. Or just do that, basically. And since I could do that, I could force him home. Even though my army weren't even close to be able to kill his army. So... sometimes, just through your positioning, you can make yourself stronger than you actually are. I think it's pretty neat. Even though I didn't get the maximum out of it, I got a good, you know, good, yeah, good. We're okay. Okay. Ah, war cry. Like there were more in that fight, definitely. No, Little John. That's GG. Let's go over there. Yeah. GG, well played. Yeah, we don't really need to drag it on right here. A free army. Their aggression worked out. I don't really know. I couldn't really have an eye out like how our aggression worked out. Like the spawn were actually pretty fortunate if you think about it. I think blue were our wolf, right? Yes. So you had the wolf always right next to the raven. We're Little John. Yellow? Yeah, man. Like our wolf could have also pressured the raven right there. It's just pretty hard since our wolf also needed to help out me, so it's really strong about who's doing the aggression first, and I think could have also been a little bit of my mistake since I weren't really able to scout there that early. Yeah! You need to get up your stuff up pretty quickly, and that's also why orcs, like... There's a reason why orcs is really banned in free-for-all duels and everything else, and not really that banned in team games, because it's pretty hard to make the orcs work there. Like, your opposing team will they will attack you early. Maybe that's also because you have the feeling that team games are only rushing. Because if you go into the game with an Ox clan, they say, if this game gets to 803, we lose. Or if this game gets to 804, we lose. And they will attack you, definitely. If you go in with another clan, that will definitely work a little different. I had 12 guys ready. That's good, man. I could have definitely have a little bit more though. Didn't have the best situation there, but I was also scouting the whole map and trying to somehow, survive the aggression from the wolf. So it's not that easy doing that all at the same time. But yeah, getting those numbers up with the Ox is definitely super helpful. Also the taunt from you at the one situation was super clutch. Like I don't know if I screamed it, but at least in my head I was screaming. Use taunt, use taunt, use taunt, and at this moment you used the taunt. That were perfect. So we could completely take advantage of them splitting up there in the tiles. In the end I would have needed like 4 more months, and my army would have been looking way better. But I didn't get those. Needed to upgrade all my stuff while we were fighting. We're all a little bit weird, therefore I couldn't really go for more gold. When we now go for the gold right here, we'll see how Little John. He didn't need to pop any army, right? No, he didn't put any army. At the early point where we all needed to defend me, like Little John didn't even pop army, and he could just keep on booming until he has 1,000 gold and can start upgrading all those buildings. For me, it all stopped right when the attacks happened. Like here, I needed to pop army, and you can see how my building upgrades stopped before already, not getting any more at this point. My gold economy completely stops at this moment, doesn't really get back onto their feet. Yeah, there were a lot of work from Alan did, right? But it's not too bad, like you played well off it. Yeah, I almost made it, but the rhythm's too slow, winning without mining lure. Yeah, it's hard, so right, you also didn't have lure in the early game. Also need to go for the front one. But I also had like instant random on that, like the wolf. Orange had so much gold. Yeah, man. Quite some gold right there. There were a few unfortunate fights. I think you also had the biggest army, right? 16 army in 803, but yeah, he also didn't really get involved into the early game rather than with the Mjolnir, right? But it's not too bad, like, you got involved enough, he definitely did his part. It's not like, not saying anything against that. Still feel good to Merc Towerless. Yeah, sure. Indeed. Must feel good. I couldn't really go for that play at all because I also didn't have the second stone. I gave that over to my to my Ox. While he couldn't have gone for it really too. Like it were actually my his second one. My other one were up there. I get timber. It's sometimes pretty important. You get resources and send army. Mercs are underrated in my opinion. I don't know. Like they're I don't know. Like I wouldn't rate somebody who only has one tower, and raiding into towers is also pretty yikes. If you upgrade the tools of the mercs, I don't know how valuable they get, if they get that much more crazy. It's hard to say. I don't know. Could be though. Like how much more projectile resistant will mercs actually get when you upgrade them? That's what I don't know completely. From that point on, my development slowed down so hard. Yeah, that's true. But you will get more and more used to that. That's what I think is pretty fun. I don't know, it's also like my way to play strategy games usually. That you're basically doing multiple stuff at the same time, at least at the later stages of the game. In the early stages you're not gonna be doing that as much. But that's I guess why I like team games quite a bit. Because there's so much stuff to do that it's really hard to make it all really happen. So there will be mistakes on all sides, like there will be not the 100% perfect play. Because if there would be on both sides 100% perfect play and nobody has any stress to make it perfect, the games would be pretty stale, and you could of course then before already like count through who would gonna win this game in the end, because he just did everyone would do everything perfect, and so it will end up like this because everyone did everything perfect, and it needs to be ended like this when it's everything run perfect. In a team game it's more like, okay, it's gonna be a little messy on both sides, and it's whose mess is more tactical, right? That's what I like about that. Having it a little bit more aggressive, and then also I don't mind really getting rushed or something. That's how it is.